Please rise and join the members of the Spartan Band and cheerleaders for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner, conducted by Greenbrier's Director of Bands, Jim Alder. Please continue standing and join the Spartan Band as they play the anthem of Eastern Greenbrier County, The Days of Glory.
into Spartan Stadium in Fairleigh, where tonight Greenbrier East will renew an old rivalry with Oak Hill. We'll fill you in on some of the details as we get going, but we're already underway here at Spartan Field. And Oak Hill returns the opening kickoff to the 28-yard line, and that's where the Red Devils will start. Oak Hill comes into tonight's game with a 2-4 record. Quarterback Jacob Ward under center. Gives off to the right side, looking for running room, trying to stretch it. Is number 8. He finds the sideline. He's crossed the 40, across midfield, and knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Leonard Farrow. Good, solid run to start this game for Oak Hill.
Cam, I tell you, with looking at tonight's game, he's the one kid you cannot let loose in opening play. A flag may save us here, but my goodness, the speed's killer.
26 yards he goes on that opening play, but there's a flag at the end of the play, or close to the end of the play. It's a hold out near midfield. So we'll give him 21 yards on the carry. That's where the flag sits, and they'll back it up from there. So he catches a little bit of a break, and then it'll back it up to about the 37-yard line, and Oak Hill's going to be looking at a, well, official's still trying to decide where it's going to be spotted. Yeah, it'll be the 37. And Oak Hill's going to be looking at a first and about 2 after the penalty. Farrah really showed that speed to the outside there. Greenbrier East looked like it was in position. He just kept stretching it out, and then found the sideline and turned on the Jets. So Ward back under center. This time he fakes to Farrah, gives up the middle. Couldn't see who that was.
That's a nice job up front, Cam. They stunned it inside and ran right into the fullback in the handoff.
That was Omar Lewis who took the carry. He actually loses one, so now it's going to be second and about 3. And Garrett Bennett was in there on the stop.
Oak Hill's going to be exciting to watch tonight. They got some of the wing backs and wing T look. Lots of misdirection.
And running backs everywhere as Jacob Ward steps under center. Fakes the handoff. Now gives it up the middle. Little misdirection. And this is going to pick up the first down.
Tell you, we're going to have to stay disciplined all night. They got so much misdirection with some smaller stature backs that are just absolutely flying everywhere.
That was Lewis again on that carry. He picks up 5 in the first down. And Eric, we're going to have to be disciplined as well with all this misdirection, trying to see who has the football out there.
It's not going to be easy on us tonight.
Ward is under center. There's a wing to each side. And running back behind him, Farrow goes in motion. He takes the handoff. There's a flag on the play as he looks to get to the outside. Play strung out. He's going to gain about 1 yard, and I think that one's coming back as there looks to be a hold there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nonetheless, good job defense there. They strung it out wide, and he just had no running room after the handoff.
The hold was a legal shift called against the Red Devils, so they'll mark that one off and negate the play.
Lots of confusion with their offense. It's 2 backs going one way, the other one going the opposite. Just got to find a hole and go. And defense has got to stay disciplined.
So that's going to make it 1st and 15. Ball is spotted at the 37. As Ward steps back under center. Before he does that, whistles blow. Officials calling timeout here. Not sure what that was about. They signal we're good to go and we'll be ready to play. Wing look again, man in motion this time to the right. Gives up the middle to Farrow. Farrow finds the running room up the middle. He's got a first down and more, crosses midfield, and he's out of bounds close to the 40-yard line.
My goodness, he's got some speed, doesn't he?
Gain of 18. Actually, gain of 20 there. So Farrow now has touched the ball twice for 40 yards. 41 yards.
So he's got some big push up front, Cam. They're not very small kids up there, are they?
Not at all. Oak Hill now in Greenbrier East territory with the ball at the 42-yard line. Spartans coming off the bye week. You wonder if that was a good thing. You always need that week of rest somewhere, but Spartans were playing really well. Kind of hate to ruin the momentum. Play fake this time. The quarterback rolls out, pass batted down. That was Greenbrier East Jarrett McHale. Bats down the pass, and it's the first incompletion of the game.
Well played. Plus, we get a look at the quarterback's arm there, lefty coming out of the pocket. He looks like he's got a good little arm on him. I'm excited to see him throw the ball a couple times.
And quarterback Ward is a senior, 5'10", 160. And I think that's where he's going to be effective with all that motion and so many guys getting the ball. Play action might catch the defense off guard every now and then. He might be able to find a big play.
Absolutely.
Ward steps under center again with wings to the left. Farrow in motion. He takes the handoff, strings it out, and he's going to find running room down the sideline close to the first down. Farrow looked like he could be dropped in the backfield, but his speed turns nothing into something a lot of times for Oak Hill.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Cam. Their offensive line does a really good job sealing the outside right there so he can get out there. We just got to get some push.
8 yards on that carry. And Farrow has Oak Hill looking at a third and a short 2. Ball at the Spartan 34-yard line. Chance for the Greenbrier East defense to bow up here and force Oak Hill into the decision as Ward steps under center. Man in motion, going to give up the middle. Ball's on the ground, flags fly, everything going on in that play, and we're going to get a false start called on Oak Hill. So a big break for Greenbrier East there. Is that going to force Oak Hill into a third and much longer?
I think it's a better break for Oak Hill, Cam. Looked like he fumbled the ball and East came up with it, so the penalty may have saved him there.
That'll mark it back to the 39-yard line, and it's now going to be 3rd and 7 from there.
I'll tell you, the athletes Oak Hill has on the field right now, we haven't seen one that has disappointed yet, have we?
We have not. And that penalty may change strategy here because you figure 3rd and 2, even if they don't get it there, they're going for it on 4th down. Now if they don't get it, a little bit more of a decision for Oak Hill as Farrow goes in motion, takes the handoff. He's met in the backfield, driven back, and thrown down near midfield.
Nice job there. What a push, right? We just talked about where you get push from the defensive line and a big stop on a big 3rd down.
J.T. Spencer was not going to let Farrow get away that time. As Farrow loses, we'll call it 6 yards. And that brings up 4th down. And from this point in the field, you got to think Oak Hill's going to bring on his punt team, and it does.
Great job by Spencer, Cam. Nobody even touched him. Blew the play up immediately.
Punt is away. Back at the 10 to field it is Greenbrier East Bryson Ormsby, and he's brought down immediately from there. Ormsby did a nice job fielding it, though, not to let it roll any further and maybe get inside the 5. He did the most important thing, which get your hands on it and keep it. And he's going to be dropped back. They'll spot it right at the 8-yard line, and that's where Greenbrier East is going to start its first drive of the game. So a good stop there for Greenbrier East defense as Oak Hill came out running the ball well, but the Spartans make a play when they need it and get the ball back and keep the Red Devils off the board early. Like Gavin Bennett in at quarterback for Greenbrier East. He's got a running back to each side and another behind him. A diamond formation. And give us up the middle. Trying to see who that was. I think that was McHale on the run. He picks up 3.
A little different look with Monquel outside. We saw it a few times a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, Monquel wide out here to the right side of the field as well. Diamond look again. Give to McHale again, and he's going to run the ball up to just short of the 15-yard line at about the 14. Kind of another 3 there.
So we're trying to use a little bit of power offense, trying to get some offensive line push, see if we can control the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Greenbrier East from there after a pair of 3-yard runs from McHale. Bennett goes to the sideline and gets the play call, comes back in, hands it out to his teammates. They'll go same formation, diamond formation with 2 running back to each side, of the quarterback Bennett, and one behind him. Turns, gives to McHale again. McHale looking for running room, cuts it to the outside, but he's going to be met there by the Oak Hill defense. No gain on that play.
Tell you, Cam, unfortunately for us, we had 1, 2, 3 offensive linemen looking at the back as he's running. So I don't know if they didn't have anybody to block or they just got blew up off the line, but we got to do a little bit better job there.
So Greenbrier East going to be forced into a 3-and-out as its punt team comes onto the field, and Oak Hill looking at the possible really good field position. Noah Dotson on the punt. Punt bounces at his feet, can't get rid of it. Ball's on the ground, fight for it. Who's going to get it? Oak Hill's going to come up with it. It looks like inside the 10-yard line. The bad snap, couldn't handle it, and Oak Hill's going to catch a huge break here as they're going to get the ball in scoring territory inside the Greenbrier East 10-yard line.
I was going to say that we probably should not kick it to Faro, but I think I'd rather kick it to Faro, Cam.
No doubt about it. As that was as big a disaster as you could have early on for Greenbrier East, and Oak Hill now sitting in a great spot, especially with that rushing attack it has with the ball inside the 10-yard line. So Jacob Ward now under center again. Takes, hands off to Faro. Greenbrier East defense there again, meets him in the backfield. I think he lost another yard or two.
It's a good defensive line push up front. We got the wide side towards us now. My guess is they're going to try to fake Faro one way and bring it back this way.
2nd and goal now as Greenbrier East, or Oak Hill scrimmages at the 10-yard line of the Spartans. So he lost 2 on that carry. And Greenbrier East defense going to try to come up with a huge red zone stand here. Ward under center. Reverse, gets it in the hands of 21. He's going up the middle, inside the 5, down to about the 4. That's Ethan Vargo Thomas. Took the carry on the reverse. He gains, we'll call it 5.
I think looking at the stats for the game, Cam, I think he's their number 2 back, and he's had a pretty solid year up to this point.
So he gets to the 4-yard line there, and it's 3rd down for Greenbrier East. You got to think Oak Hill has 2 downs to pick this up, as they'll go for it on 4th down for sure. Pitch outside this time to Faro. Greenbrier East defense trying to track him down, and they do. Nice job there as the corner stayed home, made him force it back inside, and Greenbrier East made the tackle. No gain on that play.
A great tackle on the outside here. Can't run without the legs, right? 2 guys right there.
Absolutely. And a huge play now as Greenbrier East, after the turnover, has an opportunity to turn Oak Hill away. But the Red Devils, I think, are going to bring on their field goal team. Most of the time in high school football, especially in West Virginia, you see this 4-down territory, but the Red Devils going to bring on the kicker.
I'm surprised here, Cam, especially all the speed they got.
Ethan Vargo Thomas is the kicker out of the hold of Alex Colasano. And the kick is good. So with 5:20 to go, Oak Hill strikes first on the field goal, and it's 3-0. We'll be back for more action. You're watching Spartan Football on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Let me film. You want that? Yeah. Let me film, and you don't have to do anything here. Just record this, because the computer's using too much information. And when you add that replay in it and everything, no, I just want play by play. No. What we need to do is go down here. Change the score. It's this computer. What was it?
Reeves had 1st and 3rd and didn't get it back.
We add 3. And then go back down. Memorize that. Back up there. Yeah.
We're back here in Fairleigh where Oak Hill strikes first to take a 3-0 lead over Greenbrier East. But a huge stand there by the Spartan defense as Oak Hill took over inside the 10-yard line, and it comes away without the touchdown. So the field goal, if you're Greenbrier East, was the best you could do there. Got to be happy with it, and now you can put the ball back in the offense's hands.
Yeah, great job by the defense getting the stop. And honestly, I'm really surprised that Oak Hill didn't go for it, to be honest with you.
And Farrow early on, the first couple of carries seemed unstoppable. But the Greenbrier East defense has adjusted well. And he doesn't have much the last few times he's touched the ball. I wonder if he's going to return it from about the 6. Crosses the 20 and gets across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Eric, I love the way he comes out of there on a return. There's no wasted action, just hits the hole as fast as he can.
He does. He does a real good job back there. He 0 to 100 real quick, and I mean he catches the ball inside the 10, so that's a really good return, good starting spot out off the kickoff.
Yeah, he caught it about the 6, so it's about a 20-yard return. He'll spot the ball at the 26. And that's where Greenbrier East will start its second possession of the game.
We need to make something happen on this drive. We sort of stalled on the first drive, so let's see if Monquel can get them going here.
Monquel, looks like there's some confusion of who the quarterback is. Is Bennett standing on the sideline with Lee? Monquel was out in front of the team. Now Bennett's going to run in late. Play clock's down to 4. It's down to 2. It's down to 1. And they get it off. Hand off to McHale up the middle. He crosses the line of scrimmage, picks up a couple. We'll give him 2 there. And Greenbrier East was lucky there not to get the delay.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of confusion on the offensive line, though, Cam. We weren't ready for the snap, and B, number 29 knifes in with nobody there, and we're lucky we gained 3 yards.
Yeah, McHale did gain 3. As bad as everything looked there pre-snap, you'll take 3 yards there. As Bennett now in the shotgun has McHale beside him, receiver to each side. Hands off up the middle to McHale, and he's met immediately by Oak Hill's Jeremiah Mortz. And he's dropped in the backfield. The 3 he gained, he'll lose there.
That's tough, Cam. My goodness. The handoff's there, and then the defense is right on us. We need to make an adjustment on the O-line.
Officials spot the ball at the 27, so he only lost 2 there, so it's going to be 3rd and a long 9. As the Greenbrier East offense has struggled so far in its first 2 possessions. Looking at another 3 and out if they can't make a play here.
Yeah, we just look lost at this point. We need to get going right here.
Bennett in the shotgun has McHale right behind him. 2 receivers to right, 1 to the left. He looks right, now back to left, now back right. Throws it deep to Monquel Davis. Ball is tipped and nearly intercepted. Falls to the turf. That might have been as good as a punt if it would have been intercepted. But as it is, Greenbrier East is going to have to bring its punt team on again.
Yep, we need to make up for the last punt here. We get a good snap, get a good kickoff for Noah. Pin him deep, hopefully.
Noah Dawson on again. Back for Oak Hill, or Ethan Vargo Thomas and Leonard Farrow. They'll stand inside the 35. The punt is away. Wobbly punt down the Greenbrier East sideline, not a good one. And official will mark it off here, but Oak Hill is going to start with great field position once again. And he will mark it down. He's inside the 45, taking his time, being dramatic, and he'll spot it at the 43, and that's where Oak Hill's going to start looking to add to a 3-0 lead.
Cam, I tell you, we're down 3-0. It feels like it's 14-0. The way we've started.
It really does, as Oak Hill has played almost the entire football game on Greenbrier East side of the field, and the Spartan offense has run just 6 plays.
Yeah, and they have not been good ones at that.
Shotgun snap now directly to Farrow. He's going to take off up the middle, crosses the 40. He's met there, but drags the pile ahead down to about the 38-yard or 37-yard line. So that's a good 7-yard gain on first down, and Greenbrier East calls timeout on defense. We'll take it with them. With 3:37 left in the opening quarter, your score is Oak Hill 3, Greenbrier East nothing. You're watching Spartan football on the Greenbrier Valley channel. Took the snap and took off, so I think Greenbrier East called timeout to talk about how they want to adjust to that if they do it again. Now Oak Hill comes out with its traditional set, and quarterback Jacob Ward is under center. Wing to each side again. 1 receiver to the right. Man in motion is Farrow. He takes the toss. He's met right there, and a nice tackle by Greenbrier East Landon Hayes as he held onto his ankles and brings him down. And that'd be no gain. Actually, he'll lose about 1 on that play.
Yeah, good job there. He ran the play down from the backside. It's pretty impressive.
So Farrow had 3 carries for 49 yards. He now has 8 carries for 47 yards.
Well,
Greenbrier's defense has certainly made an adjustment.
It's going our way at this point, right?
It's 3rd and 4. Fake to Farrow now. Quarterback rolls out. He's going to throw down the sideline. Has a man wide open, and he'll walk into the end zone. Braxton Hall beat the Greenbrier coverage and was all alone down the sideline. Jacob Ward found him through a strike, and the Red Devils will add to their early lead.
Tell you that's tough, Cam. They run it. Then you suck up on the play action and beat you over top. That's just hard to beat. Got to stay disciplined, though. That's what we talked about all night, right?
Absolutely. How many yards was that? 37, I think.
37 yards.
Extra point. Left-footed kicker. Vargo Thomas kicks it through. And with 2:47 left to go in the opening quarter, Greenbrier East finds itself in a hole. It's Oak Hill 10, Spartans nothing. You're watching Greenbrier East football here on the Greenbrier Valley channel. Back here at Spartan Field in Fairleigh, and Eric Workman, Greenbrier East needs something good to go for it here as it finds itself in a 10-0 hole. Just 6 yards of offense so far for the Spartans. They've got to get something going here on this drive.
Yeah, we have not done much right at all. We're lucky Cam is 10-0. We need to score here. We need to come away with points some way, somehow on this drive right here.
The Spartan team clicking so well before the off week, and you just wondered what would happen.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we didn't underestimate Oak Hill because of their thumping they got from Cabell Midland last week. I believe it was Cabell Midland who they played, right?
It was. And the Spartans, after that week off, went to Minor Mountain, picked up a win over Mingo Central, but played that game without Ian Klein. Kickoff's going to roll, fielded at the 1. Return goes across the 10, and he's going to be met there and brought down. Levi Wagner picked it up before it went in the end zone. He might have been able to let it roll in the end zone there, but that's been kind of the story for Greenbrier East so far.
Yeah, a lot of mental mistakes to this point. Everything's fixable. That's the good thing. We just need to start making some adjustments.
Let's see what Greenbrier East decides to do at quarterback here, as they've gone with Gavin Bennett so far.
Looks like he's going to stick there.
Yeah, he's getting the call from Coach Lee, and he'll bring it in. So far, it's been nothing but Jarrett McHale. He's been the only one to carry the football so far for Greenbrier East, and they've yet to attempt to pass. They have thrown one incompletion for Bennett. He takes the snap here. He's going to throw the screen, and nothing doing there as Greenbrier East Lucas McAllister was hit in the backfield and brought down. Spot's going to go to the 6-yard line, so the complete pass will lose 6.
I tell you can see frustration on the players' face right now, or at least their actions. We need a big play just to get it back up, and got a couple minutes in the first quarter here left. We need to do something right here.
2nd and 16 now, not the start you wanted. Bennett out of the shotgun, has McHale to his right. He takes the snap, gives to McHale up the middle. Positive gain here as he crosses the 10. He'll gain 5 of the 6 yards back.
4-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
But that's still going to bring up a 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 11 for Greenbrier East.
Tell you, no matter what we do here, we got to protect the football. No turnovers. At least try not anyway.
Greenbrier East can't do something here. Oak Hill's going to have great field position once again as Bennett drops back. Looks for Monquel Davis on the slant. Davis met Hurley, and that flag's going to come out. great throw right there. Great route by Davis. Everything was going right, and Oak Hill had no choice but to make the hit a little early there and hope the flags don't come out, but they'll do. And Greenbrier is going to get a big first down on that pass interference call.
It was a great route by Monquel. Good ball. Unfortunately, they were just for our favor. Just a little bit early on Monquel, which if I was Oak Hill, I'd probably want to get a penalty on Monquel catching a pass too and taking a chance of him running up the sideline.
Absolutely. But maybe that's a smart Greenbrier East needed, is the penalty will take the ball across the 26, and if nothing else, it's at least going to improve field position if you have to give the ball back to Oak Hill. But Greenbrier East wants much more than that, as they need an answer. Gavin Bennett in the shotgun, has McHale beside him. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to give it right up the middle. McHale finds a gap and crosses the 30-yard line. Good solid run, picks up 5 yards on first down.
So looking back on the year, Cam, as far as penalties for Oak Hill, looks like they've given up 37 penalties for the year. Pretty big yards, 295. And that right there added to it. So
yeah, that was a big one, because if you don't get the penalty there, Greenbrier East going to have to punt deep in its own territory again, and the Red Devils will have great field position. But now the Spartans seem to be on the move a little bit after a 5-yard gain on first down. Here's McHale up the middle again, meets the linebacker, carries him forward, and a good solid run. Has about close to a first down. He'll get the first down. Gain of about 7 there for McHale, as he used his power there to get that done.
He did. That was good teamwork right there. He had 2 or 3 linemen after their initial blocks were done, shoving him in the back. Got a big first down.
So now 8 carries for 23 yards for McHale. He's still the only one running back to touch the football. And he's going to be to Bennett's left here with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bennett takes the snap, gives McHale again right up the middle, crosses the 40, crosses the 45, and he's going to gain 8 yards on first down. Greenbrier has something going now. McHale starting to chew up yardage on the ground.
He is. Offensive line's getting great push. Glad to see they finally got some rhythm here.
Nothing to the outside either. It's all going right up the middle, following his blockers. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after 1, Oak Hill 10, Greenbrier East nothing, but Spartans starting to move it a little bit. We'll be back to see if they can get on the board. You're watching Greenbrier East in a 10-0 hole, but the Spartans have found something on this possession. They got the first down on the pass interference, and since then, they've been able to move the ball well on the ground with Jarrett McHale. Now facing a 2nd and 2 now with the ball on the Greenbrier East 46-yard line. Bennett in the shotgun, McHale to his left. He's going to drop back and throw. Finds Monquel. Davis was wide open, throw just a little wide, and Monquel can't get his hands on it.
Good route. We had some space there between Monquel and the back, so if we could complete that pass there, I think we could have got extra yards.
Yeah, with Monquel's speed, he might be still running.
Definitely.
Good time to take a shot there, though, as now it's 3rd and 2. And Greenbrier should probably this time go back to that power running game that's worked so well on this drive. Bennett in the shotgun has McHale right behind him, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. High snap, he gets it down, hands to McHale, and he's going to try to push forward to the first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short. I think that snap kind of cost the timing a little bit and may have cost him first down.
I think so too. I think the hole was there early and then just shut up on us. Looks like Ian Klein's coming into the game now, Cam.
Greenbrier East needs a yard, I think. I think the officials are going to take a timeout and measure this. Ball is resting. I hope they're not measuring it. Ball is resting on the 47. The chain is outside the 47. There's no way that's first down. But we're going to use the time anyway, apparently.
Yep. Looks like
to come out. You haven't even stretched him yet, and it's obvious it's not a first down.
Looks like we made some adjustments on in the offensive huddle, Cam. Looks like Monquel, I think, is going back to quarterback, and Ian Klein's coming into the game for tailback.
So nearly a yard short. We'll say he's 2 feet short. And Greenbrier East on a 4th down really has no choice but to go for it here. You need to get something going on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, let's go, guys. Let's get a big first down right here.
And you're right. Davis back at quarterback, Klein back at running back. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Davis in the shotgun. Takes a high snap again, fakes the give, goes right up the middle. He crosses the 50, has the first down to about the 49. Gain of 4 for Monquel Davis on his first carry of the game, and the chains will move again for Greenbrier East.
They move. It should be going 15 yards, Cam. There's a late hit there that I know every official down there saw. Just let it go.
Not the best officiated game I've seen in my life so far.
No, I mean, you always hate to blame the officials for stuff because, I mean, they're putting in their time. Without them, we couldn't play the game. But
absolutely. I will blame them for measuring that one. That was obvious from here.
Definitely.
Ball spotted right at the 50 as Davis back in the shotgun has Klein beside him. He's going to give to Klein. No, he fakes it, keeps up the middle, crosses the 50 down to about the 47-yard line. It's a good positive run. Gains about 3 yards on first down.
Got some laundry out there. Looks like we got a penalty of some sort.
Flag right about where Davis was brought down.
Yep.
Personal foul against
Oak
Hill. They didn't get the one you called earlier, but they picked this one up.
Yep.
And that's going to be a big 15 yards for Greenbrier East as they continue to march.
Yeah, just like we said a minute ago, I believe you owed us that one. So, I'll tell you, Oak Hill's got some massive size up front on the offensive and defensive lines. I'm not sure what their measurables are, but it's not small.
Yeah, they are. They do have a big line for sure. Logan Wallace, 5'9", 225. Brody Warden, 6'2", 225. As Davis takes a shotgun snap, pitch to the right to Klein. Klein looking for running room. That play took a long time, and Oak Hill's defense was there, brings him down in the backfield, so Klein's first run loses 4 yards.
Well, obviously that's not the norm for Ian right there. Hopefully we can get him some touches here. And he missed the first quarter. Get him some touches early in this quarter and get him rolling right here.
Yeah, it just seemed like that play took a while to develop as Klein
It
wide pitch, and when he got it, the Oak Hill defense was there.
Yeah, they did a good job on defense.
Davis again in a shotgun, takes the snap, and he's back to pass. Finds his man at the 30, caught inside the 20, and knocked out about the 15-yard line. That was number 38, Craig Barnhouse.
Hey, Cam, let me tell you what. That play happened after the catch because of Bryson Ormsby. He made a perfect block on the corner out there and sprung him for another 10 yards.
Unfortunately, I think we have some more laundry down here. Let's see what this is. An eligible man downfield. So that's going to wipe out that play. A good catch and run, and it'll be taken back.
Yeah, daggone, there were so many positives on that play right there. Small things, small things.
So now it's going to back it up to the 41-yard line, and Greenbrier East from there is going to be facing a second and about 20. Not quite 20, about 18.
Yeah, 17, 18. Close enough.
Long way.
Yeah. Second and long.
So 2 receivers each side now. Davis in the shotgun with Klein beside him. Flaps twice, takes the snap, drops back. Looking for somewhere to throw. He's met and dropped. Monquel Davis dropped back to about the 50. Now started to step up in the pocket, and he was met and dropped there. So he'll lose 6 in this once promising drive. Now in critical situation for Greenbrier East as it's third and forever.
Third and forever, exactly. It's just sort of came unraveled for us right here.
Big third down, 2 receivers at each side. Davis back to pass, has time, throws over the middle. He's got Klein. Klein catches it, crosses the 30, inside the 25, gets down, first down yardage. From the 47 to the 21.
Big play, Cam.
26-yard pass.
That was a real good design play.
And a huge first down as it looked like this drive was going to stall after it was so promising early, but instead Greenbrier has a first down again and has the ball nearing the red zone with the ball on the 22-yard line.
Great play right there.
Davis now hands to Klein up the middle. Klein crosses 20, makes a man miss, gets inside the 15, down to about the 14. He's going to get 9 yards on first down, and that's more like what we're used to from Ian Klein.
Yep, offensive line did a great job. Got some push. I think their big front on Oak Hill is getting a little bit tired on us. Which it has been a long drive.
It has for sure. And Greenbrier desperately needed this. We said it before the drive, and they've responded. Penalty there. I missed what that was. But either way, it's going to be a first down and goal.
10 yards.
And the ball's going to be spotted at the 5. The first and goal from
the 7, 6 or 7.
Looks like the 6.
Oh, they're going
now
back
they're going to back it up, yep. So it is first and goal from the 7. And Greenbrier desperately needing a score is 70 yards away from getting one. Davis over on the sideline is going to get the play call. He'll run it in, and they'll break the huddle with about 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Play clock's down to 4. Down to 1, and he didn't get it off, but no flag comes as he hands to Klein. Klein makes a man miss, gets down to about the 1-yard line, and Greenbrier's caught a huge break there because that snap came about 2 seconds after the play clock ran out.
Absolutely. There wasn't a referee paying attention at all to the play clock.
He gets down to the 2, so a gain of 5. And it's going to be second and goal from there. Greenbrier trips right, 1 to the left. And Davis going to try to take advantage of the single man to the left, and it's picked off.
Daggone it, what a drive, what a drive.
So a promising drive for Greenbrier East ends in an Elijah Gray interception.
I'll tell you, I think we throw it get a little bit more air underneath it. I think we can score. I think Bryson had the step behind him, just a little bit underthrown, which is rare for Monquel.
Yeah, Greenbrier East sent 3 to the right, had them all way over towards the sideline, and the 1 receiver to the left. It was Ormsby, and he had single coverage over there, but great coverage by Oak Hill's Elijah Gray, and it ends a promising drive and one Greenbrier East desperately needed. They come away with nothing.
I'll tell you, looking at the stats for the year, we've had 2 interceptions to this point right here. That's probably the biggest of the year right there.
Yeah, a huge interception here. Now Oak Hill going to take back over. Snap goes directly to Farrow. He was at the quarterback spot. He takes off, crosses the 20, gets to about the 23. And he's now up to 50 yards. But as I said, he had 49 on 3 carries, so he had 6 more and gained a yard.
And what, a quarter? Those were within the first 2 minutes of the game.
So second and about 7. Clock shows 7:21 in the opening half. I guess if you're looking for positive, Greenbrier East lucky it's not down more at this point.
Absolutely, Cam. We've just every little thing just hadn't not gone our way at all.
Still time to get it turned around as Ward steps under center. He fakes to give to Farrow, gives up the middle, and Ethan Vargo Thomas finds the first down, or close to the first down. He's out near, just short of 30 to 29. He needed to cross the 30, so he's about a yard short. We'll give him 6 on that play.
I know Oak Hill's not the home team, and of course we're cheering for the Spartans, but their offense is really actually fun to watch, isn't it?
It is. And not a lot of fun to watch if you're the Greenbrier East defense, because so many things going on and you have to be disciplined.
Yeah, you do. You got to do your job, do your assignment.
Big third down here, 3rd and a yard. And it's Ward under center with a wing to each side. Gives to Farrow. He crosses the 30, has the first down. Fighting for extra yardage out to the 35. He'll get there. So a big 6-yard run gives Oak Hill another first down.
Tell you, we got our defensive backs got to watch here. They ran 4 or 5 misdirection run plays, and they scored on a long pass right off of these last time.
Ball resting at the 35, 1st and 10, Oak Hill, 6:05 to go in the opening half. Red Devils lead it 10-0. Ward under center, turn, and Omar Lewis was the running back, end up with a double handoff there, and Lewis goes right up the middle for about 7.
We haven't seen much of him tonight. Is that his first or second carry, Cam?
It's actually his third.
Third, okay.
He has 3 carries for 11 yards. 2nd and 3 now for Oak Hill. Double handoff that time. Gave him a little extra yards. Farrow in motion, fake to him. Gives his to Lewis again. He fights towards the chains. And looks like he might be.
So he's going to get it.
Lewis on the carry.
I don't know.
Might get to see another measurement. Ball resting right in front of the chains. I hope they can see it from there, but nope.
Going to measure it.
And it's going to be short. We can see that from here. But about a yard short, not even a yard short.
A couple inches maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, think how disciplined Oak Hill's backs have to be. They're literally handing the ball off twice a snap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep, it sure is.
This should be a quick measurement because they only have to move the chains about a foot. Amazingly, they're short.
Hey, who would have thought?
They literally brought the chains about 6 inches off the sideline.
Gave him a change of scenery, I guess.
So it's going to bring up.
Now the crazy thing is they have to bring the chains out to spot the ball.
Right.
It'll be 30 inches from the 45.
The ball resting just short of the 45. 45, excuse me. It's 3rd and inches from there. That took a lot of time.
Yep, absolutely. Well, now that everybody's well rested, we can get back to playing football.
5:09 to play, opening half. Oak Hill leading 10-0. Greenbrier East was on the verge of finally cutting into that scoreboard. Had 1st and goal, but threw an interception. Oak Hill needs an inch here, and they'll get it as the handoff went to Omar Lewis again. He gains about 2 yards.
I spoke too soon about Omar Lewis, didn't I? Said, what do you have, 2 or 3 carries? Now he's up to 6.
I don't think they've given it to anybody else since you said that.
Go figure. Which it may be good for us because they've been 1 or 2 yards. Farrow hadn't touched the ball.
So 1st down for Oak Hill at the 47 now, as they're approaching midfield once again. They played most of the first quarter in Spartan territory.
I don't know if they didn't play in Spartan territory, to be honest with you.
Wing look again, man in motion. Ward tosses it to that man. Ethan Vargo Thomas, who crosses the 50, gets wide, gets down into Spartan territory at about the 47-yard line. Gain of about 6 on 1st down. You like that if you're Oak Hill.
Yeah, you do. I'll tell you, that's a long toss. Like he's outside the tackles when he's catching the ball.
I don't know. He was going off.
I'll tell you, we got a lefty quarterback with the left far side. I'd watch the pass right here.
2nd down and 4. Ball resting at the Greenbrier East 47-yard line. Red Devils already leading 10-0.
They haven't thrown a pass where he's rolled right at all.
Man in motion is Farrow. He's going to take it out to 50, cuts it upfield, crosses the 45, gets down to about the 43. I think he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down.
Looks like it right there.
That's probably where he's at.
But a good positive run again, and Oak Hill faces a 3rd and 1.
We need to get some push from our D lineman right here. Let's go, guys. Get a good big stop right here.
A penalty in this situation earlier in the game backed Oak Hill up and eventually forced them to punt. And a fumbled snap. Ball's on the ground, fight for it. It's like Oak Hill will have it, but they're going to lose a few yards on the play.
Absolutely. That's a blessing right there.
Covered by the Red Devils.
They lose 3. So that's going to make it 4th and 4. Officials timeout as the Greenbrier East has a man down. He's up on his feet now, and we'll wind the clock. Whistles blow everywhere. They're going to reset the play clock, I believe. They raised the roof out there. Glad to see the officials
reset
having
the
fun.
clocks. It should be clicking. Oak Hill's huddling up. Let her click. Tick, 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 tick.
The officials are waving their arms. The clock's not moving. Now it is. And they're going to stop it again.
Well, I figured Oak Hill was going to let the play clock run down and take a timeout there, but the officials
They might
saved
again,
them.
but the play clock never moves.
Yeah. So essentially, they got a free timeout.
So Oak Hill's on the ball. Center has the ball in his hands, but the officials are not ready to play. They're going to back him up now.
I'll tell you, that hurts Greenbrier East right there.
And now we're ready to go. It's 4th and 4 for Oak Hill. Big play here. Greenbrier East needs to stop. Would have a good field position if it gets it.
Big 4th down.
Man in motion. Ethan Vargo Thomas takes the pitch. He crosses the 45. He's got the first down and more. He's gone. Ethan Vargo Thomas is going to race 47 yards for the touchdown.
Untouched, Cam. That was untouched.
So with 2:18 to go, it's all Red Devils.
Yeah, that's tackling and effort right there.
Makes it 16-0, and Greenbrier East was on the verge of a big stop and maybe good field position, and instead Oak Hill adds to its lead. And this first half for Greenbrier East has been nothing good.
It's been nothing good at all. And Oak Hill is not 17 points better than Greenbrier East. We've just played right into where it's been their ball game.
Plenty of time, though, for Greenbrier East to get back in this. It'd be nice. The flags fly. It would be nice if Greenbrier East could find a way to get something, even if it's just 3 before the end of the half.
Yeah, definitely. We've got to get some momentum some way, somehow. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. We can do it.
Called on Oak Hill. That could be big as they back up this extra point. If they don't get it, it's a 2-score game instead of a 3-score game.
You're exactly right. So.
As Vargo Thomas, who scored a touchdown, will also be the man to attempt the extra point. Alex Colasino. And the kick is blocked.
Yes, sir.
And that could prove big as we move along here. We'll see. But and with 2:18 to play, Oak Hill leading Greenbrier 16-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Spartan Football on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Got stuff falling everywhere. Vargo Thomas broke through the line. There was nobody else there to touch him, and he raced all the way 47 yards for that touchdown.
There was nothing.
If it could go wrong for Greenbrier East, it has in the opening half. But the good news is they're not too far away. Time to start mounting a comeback. Start here with this kickoff as it angles towards the sideline, fielded there. Can't tell who that was. Up the sideline he goes, cuts back toward mid center of the field, and he's going to be stopped, brought down about the 38-yard line. But a good return. That was Lucas McAllister on the far sideline.
Yeah, he's been impressive all year on kick return. He's played well at his other spots, but kick return he's really shined.
But that's a good return. So he's going to start. Greenbrier East going to start on 39 with 2:08, and down 16-0. You think Spartan's probably going to try to put the pedal down here a little bit and see if they can get something.
Yeah, I'd like to see us try to speed them up a little bit. I think we're more agile than they are up front. Let's see where we can get going.
Naylor disappeared.
Davis back in the shotgun with Klein beside him. Fakes the give, looks for room to run, doesn't find any. He's met right at the line of scrimmage and will be dropped for no gain.
Davis on the carry. No gain on the play.
Say, Colton Naylor's been in on 3 or 4 tackles in the backfield tonight. He's a big guy, so I'm not sure how we're missing him coming across our face to block him.
Clock now down inside a minute 40. Greenbrier East in no particular hurry here. As the play clock down inside 10, Davis takes the snap, looks to throw, finds his man McAllister on the sideline. He's going to get a first down and cross the 50.
It was a good play. Monquell did good, getting the ball out quick, good quick out route.
Gaining about 13 there.
The clock stopped after getting out of bounds, so across the midfield line.
So Greenbrier East, the back end of the football race, resting right on the midfield stripe. Clock shows a minute 25. As Davis takes the snap, he's back to throw. Got his man Klein over the middle. Klein catches it inside the 30, makes a man miss, gets down the sideline to the 20. Now cuts back across the field, stays on his feet somehow inside the 15, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
Hey, great play right there, and good job by getting out of bounds. I think if he cuts it back in off the initial catch, I think he probably scores.
It looked like it. But as it is a gain of 37 yards, a big gain for Greenbrier East when it needed it. And the Spartans now with a minute 14, time not as much of an issue as they're in the red zone. Ball at the 14-yard line.
Good job, guys. That was a well-designed play.
Davis takes the snap again. He's going to hand up the middle to Klein. Klein wrestled down. Gains about 2 yards there. And Spartans are going to use a timeout. We'll keep it here. 1:06 to go. Greenbrier East driving in the red zone. And the Spartans really have plenty of time with the ball on about the 13-yard line, but a huge pass play there put them in position. But last time they were in position, they threw the interception in the end zone. This time, Eric, got to come away with points.
Some way, somehow, points have got to go up on the board. Whether it's field goal, touchdown, we got to take something.
And when you think about it, if Greenbrier East finds a way to punch it in here, they probably go for 2, I would think. If they got the 2-point conversion, it could be a 1-score game at halftime as bad as Greenbrier East has played.
Yeah, that would turn to be the best situation possible for us. And we need that break. We haven't got it the whole game, right?
Exactly. Still work to do to get there, though. A minute 6, ball's on the 12-yard line. 2nd and 8.
I think we stick with what's got us here. Where did the drive start at? About the 25?
About the 39, because it was the good return.
That's
from
right,
McAllister. Yep. So, yeah, it started at the 39.
Yeah, we need to do a good job right here. They need to find it deep. We need to punch it in.
Monquell Davis brings his team out on the field. He's going to send 3 receivers to the left. Ormsby, McAllister, and Klein. 1 receiver to the right. Snap comes back. Davis going to run to the right. He has room as he crosses the 10. Knocked out of bounds there. Gain of about 3.
Hey, it looks like they're playing man-to-man on the 3 wideouts. About 10 yards cushion. I think you could do something with them out here.
It's 3rd and 5. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. Clock shows a minute 2. Plenty of time. It's not really a huge concern at this point for Greenbrier East. Empty backfield as Davis takes the snap. He looks left. They are going to throw that screen out there to Klein, but Klein's going to be met and dropped. He's going to lose 7 on the completion.
He is. I think he slipped a little bit as soon as he caught it, and then that gave them reaction time to get right up on him.
Greenbrier East is going to call a timeout. 54 seconds on the clock. Spartans now with a 4th and 12, and the ball on the 17-yard line.
Think you go for it or you kick it?
It's a 34-yard field goal, but down 16-0. I'm not sure how much good 3 does you.
I agree. I mean, we got some really dynamic playmakers. They've got to touch the ball right here.
Yeah, and especially with the way Oak Hill's offense has moved it and the way they can control the clock with that look, I think you got to try to get 6 here.
Looks like we're kicking.
Well, it shows how much I know.
Well, I'm with you. I'm very surprised here.
The holder's going to be about the 24-yard line, so a 34-yard attempt.
Joe Johnson to attempt a 34-yard field goal.
Noah's definitely got the leg. Gonna
And
ice
a
him.
timeout called here by Oak Hill. Maybe trying to ice him, but maybe if you're Greenbrier East, do you rethink it a little bit here?
I think they definitely are rethinking, but
Dodson stays out on the field. Do you have a fake play you feel good about down
man,
here?
I was just thinking it. I wasn't going to say it. I was like, ah.
4th and 12. I think that might be part of the decision here. If it was 4th and 6 or 7, you're probably looking at something
Right.
different. But I guess if you're Greenbrier East, you think the way this half's going, you just got to get on the board.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen him in this situation all year as far as just can't get anything together the right way.
And they've had a couple of promising drives. There's just been something that goes wrong in each one of them.
Yeah, they just
The second time they've been in the red zone, the first one ended in an interception.
fade
Snap
away.
is back, kick is up, and that kick is good. So a 34-yard field goal gets Greenbrier East on the board for the first time with 50 seconds left in the opening half. The score now is Oak Hill 16, Greenbrier East 3. We'll be back with more Spartan football on the Greenbrier Valley channel.
Great kick.
Okay, now we'll go down here, Harry, and open that up and add 3 points to the home side.
In the opening half, Spartans trail at 16-3. And now you need a good kickoff. Make sure you hold Oak Hill out of the end zone here. Don't let them get any more points and go to the locker room and regroup if you're Greenbrier East. There's enough there, I think, that you can find some positives and find something to build on. As the last couple of drives have gone into the red zone, it's just been a penalty here and an interception there that has cost you.
That's a good kick.
Yeah, good kick's going to be fielded down about the 4-yard line. That's Farrow. He goes to the left and tries to make a man miss. He does. He's going to reverse field, stays on his feet. Looked like he was down, and he's going to come all the way across the field, across the 20, but he's met there by Levi Wagner and brought down about the 26. So good job by the Greenbrier East kick team staying at home there as Farrow tried to reverse field, and he wastes
14 seconds.
Yeah, almost 15 seconds there.
That's exactly what I looked at. I was like, well, that helped us out tremendously.
Clock shows 35.9. We'll see how aggressive Oak Hill decides to be here. If I'm them, I'd probably take a knee and head to the locker room with that 16-3 lead. Don't want to turn it over or do anything to get Greenbrier East back in this.
Yeah, definitely. But you look at how their first halves went. Everything's went their way. You know what I mean? Maybe they do sling one.
We're about to find out. As the Red Devils break the huddle, and Jacob Ward steps up under center. Lone receiver to the left side. And Greenbrier East jumps off sides. Hard count from Oak Hill. Got Greenbrier East to jump.
Tag on it. Got to stay focused, fellas. Got to stay focused.
Signs against the Spartans.
Thank you.
So now 1st and 5. Ball is at the 34-yard line. And Oak Hill will scrimmage from there with 35.9 seconds. Give the Farrow a double handoff, ends up in the hands of Omar Lewis, but he's hit and dropped. He's going to lose, about 5 yards there.
They're letting the clock run now, Cam. I think they're going to take it to
inside 20, inside 15 now.
take it to the halftime.
And that is going to do it. So first half, all Oak Hill. Red Devils lead at 16-3. See if the Spartans can regroup out of the locker room and find a way to get back in it. You're watching Greenbrier East football on the Greenbrier Valley channel.
Score. Oak Hill 16, Spartans 3. Marching Band. From the Spartan Marching Band.
Halftime here at Spartan Stadium as the teams are back out on the field warming up for the second half. The first half on the scoreboard was all Oak Hill as the Red Devils struck first on a 21-yard field goal with 5:20 to go in the opening quarter. They added to that lead later in the opening quarter on a pass from Jacob Ward to Braxton Hall. The 37-yard score made it 10-0, and then on a fourth down play, Oak Hill busted off a 47-yard run with 2:18 to go in the opening half to make it 16-0. Greenbrier East came back just before the end of the half and connected on a Noah Dotson 34-yard field goal to make the halftime score 16-3. So on the scoreboard it's all Oak Hill, but when you break down the statistics, it hasn't been nearly as lopsided. Greenbrier East had the ball twice in the red zone. Once had to settle for the field goal, and the other time threw an interception in the end zone and left without points. So total offense, Oak Hill has rushed the ball for 85 yards and has not completed a pass so far this game. Excuse me, Oak Hill has 132 yards rushing. They had 85 yards before the 147-yard play. So other than that, Greenbrier East has held them in check, but had the one big play for Oak Hill to add up to 132 yards rushing. And on the other side, Greenbrier East has found it difficult. 45 yards rushing, 63 yards passing. But as bad as things went for Greenbrier East in the opening half with penalties coming away in the red zone without points, they have to feel kind of fortunate to only be down 16-3, and now they have a chance here as we open the second half to get a score on the board and get back in this football game. Eric Workman now joins me. And Eric, I was just saying, if you look at the statistics, it's been pretty even in the first half. What it comes down to is Greenbrier East had the one red zone trip where it threw the interception, came away without points. And then on the other red zone trip, it had to settle for this field goal. And then the one play, the 47-yard rush on the fourth down for the touchdown from Oak Hill was the big difference. Other than that, Greenbrier East had held the Red Devils to 85 yards rushing, but they are up to 132 now on that one big play. But for the most part, fairly even half, except on the scoreboard.
Well, I'll tell you, if you break that down, Cam, there's two plays that score both of them at some point. You know, keeps us out of the end zone, and then they drive down and score. You know, so we're down by 2 scores, and 2 plays is the cause of that.
Yeah, as you said, that's a 14-point swing there, and where we sit at halftime, 16-3 is a 13-point game. So it comes down to that simple. So I think if you're Ray Lee at halftime, you have to kind of encourage your team that, hey, it looks bad now, but you're certainly not out of it. You've played basically with them aside from a couple plays, and you have an opportunity now to maybe post an early score here in the third quarter and get yourself right back in it.
Yep, that's the thing. We've got to post a score early. We've got to get on the board real quick and get the fans back in the game and get the tempo up on offense and make some big stops on defense and see what we can do. I think we are the better team, and being down by the 2 plays, I'm not going to say 2 scores, just 2 plays. We're down by 2 plays, in which we have the ability and the athletes to do so ourselves right here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Early on, the first couple of drives, Oak Hill ate up some yardage on the ground, but after that, Greenbrier really adjusted and was holding them in check until that big run. And I think that was just a case of they were trying to give a big 4th down stop, put everybody in the box, and they missed a tackle there. And once the guy got through, there was nobody to bring him down. But as you said, it's been everything that could go wrong for the first half did, but still you only found yourself down 2 scores, so you can post one early here, and it's a different football game pretty quickly.
Yeah, it is. And you said it right. They clogged up the box on the big 4th down run, and our 2nd and 3rd levels just didn't have a chance. We're chasing from behind once he breaks through, and it's just a lose-lose situation for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's one thing Oak Hill has, it's certainly speed, and they showed it there. Once they break that line of scrimmage, they can turn on the jet. So you have to see if you can limit that if you're Greenbrier East.
Yeah, they're very athletic, especially in the backfield. And as much misdirection as they run, it's fun to watch for us, but it's killer for the coaches to plan against and just for the players to stay focused enough to do their jobs and make stops.
I have a feeling, though, just the way that it kind of felt there at the end, that Greenbrier East is going to come out here. They had some things going offensively. They just threw the interception and then had the big penalty that kind of forced them back to make them have to kick that field goal. A lot of things were going well. They had some answers offensively, so I look for them to come out here and continue that and see if they can get right back in this game. As you said, I kind of agree with you. I feel like, and it's hard to say when you're down 16-3, but I feel like Greenbrier East is the better team here so far.
I agree. I really do. And I'm really glad that Coach Lee took the 3 points there because that gave Noah some confidence. And you never know, here at the end of the game, we can need him right now.
Yeah, glad he didn't listen to us as we told him not to take the 3, but for sure, yeah, it was big to get on the board and not be shut out in the opening half and have something to kind of build on a little momentum.
It sure was. And there has been some stuff that we've done well, but it just has not bounced our way, and that's hurt on the scoreboard. But like we said, it's 2 plays. Let's go out and make the plays now, and then guess what? We score twice, we're up.
Exactly. And the good thing is we played most of that first quarter with Monquel Davis at receiver and Ian Klein out of the game. They're both back in there now.
Yep.
And ready to go. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the opening kickoff of the second half. You're watching Greenbrier East football on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Ready for the start of the second half. Oak Hill will kick it away in a big possession early on here for Greenbrier East as they've got Bryson Ormsby and Lucas McAllister back deep to field the kick. Their feet are about the 5-yard line as the kicker, Ethan Vargo Thomas, ready to send it away for the Red Devils.
He's had an impressive leg tonight, Cam.
He does. Left-footed kicker. Ball's going to bounce at about the 10, take a roll into the end zone for the touchback. That was just inches from rolling out of bounds, but goes into the end zone for the touchback, and Greenbrier East will start at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, Coach Lee may need to talk about that. If that thing's rolling like that, let it go, Let it go. Don't even attempt it because that's just so dangerous.
Yeah, that definitely put a scare into several people here.
And that's hard for the players. I mean, they want to spring that big play, and that's just hard to not chase that ball down.
So 1st and 10 for Greenbrier. Spartans find themselves in a 16-3 hole. They need points here as we open the second half. Monquel Davis is back at quarterback, and he has Ethan Klein behind him. Give the Klein right up the middle. Klein turns on the Jets, cuts the outside back to the inside, now crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 16-yard gain on the first play of the second half, and that's what Greenbrier East needs.
Yep. That big run helps get the fans in it, gets them woke up.
So after the big run on first down ball at the 36-yard line, and Klein's going to see if he can get greased up here a little bit in the second half. He's directly behind Davis. Davis takes the snap, hands right to him. Klein up the middle, cuts back to the right, has a first down and gets down the sideline. He crosses midfield, makes a man miss, gets to the 45, out of bounds to the 43.
Maybe we'll get a flag, maybe a late hit.
19-yard run that time for Ian Klein, and we'll see what the flag is. As you said, maybe he gets more.
So I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Klein the second half here. He ended well, and the offensive line had some good push late in the second half, or first half. So.
Personal foul against Oak Hill. That's their second one. That's going to tack on 15 yards at the end of that run, and just like that, Greenbrier East is deep into Oak Hill territory.
Got to capitalize.
Yeah, the Spartans have been there before, as you said. The same end of the field, the same end zone, just haven't capitalized a couple times. See if they can change that now.
Everybody has a job. They just need to focus on it and do it and punch it in.
Davis out of the shotgun, Klein behind him again. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Turn, hand to Klein, same play. Klein right up the middle. He breaks the tackle, has another first down. Ian Klein is running hard here in the second half. And he's down about the 13-yard line, gain of 13 there. So Ian Klein on 3 carries in the second half has 16, 19, and 13. And the Spartans are driving deep into Red Devil territory. And to Klein again. This time he's going to cut back left, gets inside of 10. He'll be dropped there, but a good solid run. He gets down about the 8-yard line. We'll give him 5 there on first down.
I'll tell you, the last 4 runs Klein's had, nobody's touched him in the first, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards?
Absolutely. Ian Klein at halftime had 12 yards rushing. He's up to 65 now. Ball is at the 8, second and about 5. Davis out of the shotgun now. Klein going to move to his right. Takes a snap, hands, and he's met right there. This time, Oak Hill's Brody Warden was waiting on Ian Klein, and he drops him for a 2-yard loss. We'll call it 3rd and 7 now. Ball resting just inside the 10-yard line. Big play here. Spartan has started fast just like they wanted to do, but you need to come away with points.
Yeah, we can't stall here, Cam.
Davis in the shotgun. He follows the block of McHale, who was in at running back that time, and he gets down to about the 5. Give Davis 5 there. But it's going to be now 4th and 4 from the 5. Actually, 4th and about 3.
Yeah.
They need just inside the 3-yard line. Ball rests on the 5. McHale back out. And Klein back into the game. Huge play in this football game coming up here.
Big momentum play, and we need the points.
Davis with Klein behind him. Takes the snap, hands, and he's met right there. He tries to give it back to Davis. He does. Davis puts it on the ground. Now running for his life. He's going to throw it up in the air. Ball's batted around, and they're eventually going to call it an incomplete pass. But Greenbrier East, the 3rd time today, a promising drive goes deep into Oak Hill territory, and they're turned away. Davis is down on the turf as well, and there's a penalty flag. Oak Hill was waiting on that play, and as soon as they turned and handed to Klein, the Oak Hill defense was right there. Klein knew he was stuffed, tried to hand it to Davis to see if he could get something out of it. And Davis ended up putting the ball on the turf and then picked it up and tried to throw when he was in the grasp. And everything that went wrong, that could have gone wrong, did. And the biggest thing now is Davis is down on the turf.
Yeah, you hate that from Monquel, but I'm still in kind of shock here what we just watched. But they
yeah, after all of it, I guess it's going to end in an incomplete pass, but there was a flag.
Yeah, on Greenbrier East, they just walked off 5 more yards. Not sure what they called it.
The positive thing about the incomplete pass is Davis was back at about the 25. The line of scrimmage was the 6. So if it's an incomplete pass, they'll give him a lot of that yardage back. Oak Hill start a little deeper. But let's see what the officials are doing here.
Maybe it was a 15-yard against Greenbrier East.
Or was it a grounding call?
Yeah, maybe. I missed it. I hate that I did.
It looks about like where Davis was in the grasp there, so maybe they called him for an intentional grounding there, and that's where Oak Hill will take over the football. But another promising drive, just what Greenbrier East needed, was turned away. Spartans 3 red zone trips with 3 points so far today.
Yeah, that's tough. Need a big stop by our defense right here.
Oak Hill already leading 16-3. Will come back on offense. Direct snap to Farrow. He hands to Vargo Thomas on the cross, and he's going to gain about 3. Vargo Thomas, the leading rusher for Oak Hill. Most of that came on the 147-yard rush for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the one play we talked about, right?
It's now 2nd and about 7. As you said, Eric, Greenbrier East desperately needs a stop here. As Oak Hill getting to the time of the game where they're content to let that clock run a little bit and see what they can eat of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pitch to Vargo Thomas. Greenbrier East defense is there.
Holding.
And yeah, it's going to come back on a hold. You're right.
Yeah. Tell you, that was right in front of the referee, too. I may have went nuts if he missed that one.
And that hold is all the way back at the 25. The line of scrimmage there was a 29. So this could be a big penalty for Greenbrier East.
Yep, that's very, very helpful for us. Absolutely. I'll tell you, their speed is so quick to get outside that it's hard for the linemen to keep up, so there's probably been a few more of those that they've just missed tonight. They just did it right in front of the referee.
The official marks it off, and the ball's going to be spotted inside the 15-yard line. The original line of scrimmage was a 26. So it's now 2nd and about 20 for Oak Hill.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do as far as game plan here because they've been dominant running.
Quarterback Ward takes it, gives to Farrow. Farrow tries to get outside, stretches the play as far as he can. He's running backwards now, and he's going to stay on his feet. I think he should be marked back a little further because he kept his feet before he was knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I agree.
The official is going to spot it at about the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, we got to be careful as a team, as Greenbrier East. They made a great play, pushed him out of bounds. Then we kept running our jaws over in the sideline. That would be killer at this point. You know what I mean?
3rd and long. That's the last thing you can have is a personal foul here. Greenbrier East with a golden opportunity to get off the field and get field position once again as it's 3rd and 27.
Yeah, just make the easy play. Don't do anything stupid right here.
If you're Oak Hill, I don't expect Oak Hill to really do anything risky here either. Greenbrier East just step up and stop the run. And we're going to get a timeout Oak Hill as the play clock was running down.
3rd and a lot, call a timeout.
Yeah, I think I would have taken the penalty there if I'm Oak Hill. You never know when you might need that timeout later.
I know, that's interesting right there.
So we'll take a timeout with them. 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Greenbrier East trailing Oak Hill 16-3. You're watching Spartan football on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. as Oak Hill faces a 3rd and from here to Caldwell.
Maybe White Sulphur.
Jacob Ward steps under center. Farrow in motion. He's going to take it, try to get wide. Greenbrier's trying to string it out over by the sideline, and Farrow's still on his feet. He's going to gain maybe a yard. That's about it. Good job by the Greenbrier East defense there. And Oak Hill's going to have to bring its punt team on, and after the fateful trip to the red zone last time, Greenbrier East is going to get the ball back again in good field position.
Yeah, we are. And Cam, just like we talked about on the sideline, defense makes a great play. The referee's over there breaking up an argument. Like, just act like we've done it before. Let's go get the ball back and let's go score.
Absolutely. Lucas McAllister is back to return, and he's inside the 50. So if things go as planned here, Greenbrier East is going to have great field position.
Yeah, and he's been dangerous all year on any type of special teams play.
McAllister now takes a few steps up. He's close to the Oak Hill 40 as the punt gets away. Angled towards the sideline. McAllister judged it right. He bobbles it there at the 40 and falls on it. Looked like it could have been disaster, but as it is, Greenbrier is going to start at the 39-yard line, and they're in good position right here.
Yep. I'll tell you, Cam, I feel like karma's kind of getting me. I'm talking good, and then, bam, something bad happens.
McAllister had some room to run there, I think, if he fields it cleanly, but good news is it's going to stay with Greenbrier East football.
That's exactly it. On their side of the field, so we really need to capitalize here. We need something.
6:35 to go here in the third quarter. Spartans trailing 16-3. As you said, need a score to really get back in this. And it looks like they're going to trot Gavin Bennett out on the field.
And Monquell's still on the sideline talking to the athletic trainers.
Yeah, Monquell was shaken up. I think he's trying to talk his way back into the game. And do we have a delay here? A game off of the change of possession. Wow.
That was a quick 40 seconds.
It seemed like it was for sure. And there's a couple times already in this game Greenbrier should have had a delay of game, and the clock was at 0 and the official didn't catch it. Now 1st and 15, ball at the 44, and play clock is down to 10 again. Bennett under center, I formation behind him. Klein dots that I. Klein takes the handoff, bobbled a little bit. He gets across the 45, gains back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm interested to see what we got going on. Bryson Ormsby's our top receiver for the year, averaging 11.5 yards a catch, and he's on the sideline as well.
And two of the big weapons, Monquell Davis and Bryson Ormsby, standing on the Spartan sideline. Bennett takes the handoff, gives to Klein. He's met right there, fights a good hard run, but he was met quickly by that Oak Hill defense. He gains 3. But it's still going to be 3rd and about 12 for Greenbrier East. .5:26 and ticking. Spartans trailing 16-3. Now Bennett's back in the shotgun. That's Klein to his right. He's going to drop back to throw. Pass is complete over there. No, it's going to be ruled incomplete. Looked like Jake Pate had it, but officials rule it incomplete. And that was not a pretty offensive series, as Greenbrier is going to have to bring its punt team back on the field.
No, when we first got the ball, we used the timeout. Didn't do much out of the timeout. It's just a little bit. It's all right, though. They're going to get going here, and Noah can do a good job.
2 golden opportunities early here in the third quarter for Greenbrier to get back in this game. Low snap. Dotson does a good job getting away. It's going to be up to how the ball bounces, and it's going to take an Oak Hill bounce, and it'll be down to about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Red Devils will start. 5:02 on the clock. So Greenbrier East started that possession on the 39-yard line, and Oak Hill will take over at about the 29-yard line. So Greenbrier East gained about a total of about 10 yards on that series in the punt.
Sort of shaking our heads, aren't we?
Yeah, it's been tough for Greenbrier East. There's so many times where you felt like, okay, here's where they're going to turn it around, here's where they're going to get it going, and just can't get the big play they need. See if they can get a stop here. A turnover would be nice as Jacob Ward steps under center. Farrow takes it, gets it wide to the outside. He's going to run down the Oak Hill sideline. He has a first down and more. Gain of about 12 yards.
I'll tell you, if he gets to the second level, Cam, he's going to get 8, 9, 10 yards. He's so quick. We've got to get a hand on him in that first level. Some way, somehow, somebody's got to make contact.
Absolutely. I mentioned turnover earlier, Eric. It's kind of hard to believe, as much as Oak Hill does these double handoffs and the way they have everybody going in a different direction, that they haven't put the ball on the ground at all, but they do a good job with it.
No, you're right, 100%. It's kind of amazing.
Fake to Farrow this time. Ward rolls left, throws, got his man, and is complete down the sideline. Jeremiah Jackson hauls it in, about a 12-yard gain. First completion of the game for Oak Hill. But it puts the ball in Spartan territory at the 45.
Well, I'll tell you, their passing offense is pretty the same, you know. Quarterback rolls left, they got a guy running a drag route over the middle and a guy running a streak up the sideline.
They've only thrown 2 passes today, 1 incomplete, 1 completion.
Yep.
But they really haven't needed to.
They have not.
Double handoff again. This one ends up in the hands of Omar Lewis. He's going to gain about a yard, and that's it.
My gosh, that looks just...
If you're Greenbrier East defense, you got to feel like one of these days you can get a hand in there or something and slap one away and get a turnover that you need.
I'll tell you, I don't know what's more amazing is the fact that they have time to do that, and we don't have anybody with any pressure in the backfield, or the fact that the offensive line is doing their job all night.
Absolutely. Ward turns, fakes to Farrow, rolls left. He throws down that sideline again, and pass is complete. I'm not even sure if that's the guy he was throwing to, but somehow Ethan Vargo Thomas comes in there and gets the grab.
Same pass play. Exact same thing.
I thought he was throwing to the man down the sideline, but Vargo Thomas came out of nowhere.
I think he said, I want it more, so he just went after it, right?
I think so. A 33-yard gain, and now Oak Hill inside the 10, knocking on the door again, already leading 16-3.
Come on, defense.
Hand off to Farrow in misdirection. He's met and dropped. He's going to gain a couple down to about the 6-yard line. And it's going to be second and goal from the 6. Second and goal from the 6-yard line for Oak Hill, leading 16-3. Sends a man in motion, pitch to Vargo Thomas, tries to get wide to the right, and he is going to be hit by his own man. It looked like he had the end zone. He ran into his own guy, brought down about the 1, and there's a flag. Looks like it's going to be a block in the back against Oak Hill, so that's a break for Greenbrier East.
Yeah, that's a big break. Then,
flag laying down at about the 3.
I'm not sure if Oak Hill's coach will have some good coaching on that film study right there, because his offensive line was looking right at the running back and then made the tackle.
Yeah, they did. The only man that was going to bring him down was his own man, and that's exactly what happened. But the block in the back is going to bring it back to the 13, and it'll be second and goal from there.
Tell you, we have had some luck in the red zone when they're driving, as far as like some penalties and some losses and stuff like that. This is a huge one here.
Yeah, Oak Hill's 2 touchdowns were on big plays, not in the red zone. Farrow gets wide. McHale had a shot at him there but couldn't get him, and Farrow is going to dive down towards the pylon, but he's going to be out of bounds at the 1.
That was a good run by Oak Hill. Defense strung it out, but he's just so quick when he gets that in. He just cuts back up.
Now 3rd down and goal. Ball just outside the 1-yard line. And Greenbrier East has to buckle up and get a stop here. If not, it's going to have a long road back. Shotgun snap this time.
Nice job, nice job.
Goes directly to, was that Farrow? It was. And he loses 4. Wow. I think if you're a Greenbrier East defense, you send a thank you card on that one.
Absolutely.
They're down to about the 1 and they go out of the shotgun and put it on the ground.
Yeah, they've went on the shotgun, what, twice all night maybe?
I believe so. That's going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to have to try the field goal. Ethan Vargo Thomas, who connected on a 22-yarder earlier, is going to have one from about the same spot. Kick is up. It's blocked. So Greenbrier East defense dodges a bullet once again with 1:57 to go in the 3rd quarter, keeping Oak Hill off the board. See if the Spartan offense can get something going and get back in this game. Oak Hill letting Greenbrier East hang around, and now the Spartans need to take advantage of it.
They do, man. I tell you what, they're letting us hang there. They're letting us hang and hang and hang. We really got to take advantage of it at some point.
Yeah, that's the danger if you're Oak Hill. You've kind of dominated the game, but one big play here, and it's a different story. Greenbrier East has some guys with big play capability. See if they can get the ball in one of their hands. And good to see Monquel Davis running back out on the field.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Greenbrier East has time. 1:57 to go in the 3rd. They're down 2 scores. Monquel Davis takes the field with Ian Klein behind him. Snap gives to Klein. Klein up the middle, going to find the sideline. He'll cross the 30, stiff arms a man, stays on his feet, and gets out of bounds about the 35. 15-yard run on 1st down for Ian Klein.
That's a good hard run.
He's up to 82 yards now on 12 carries.
And with no play in the 1st quarter.
And Greenbrier East with the 1st down. You need to find a way to bust a big one.
Yeah, we're due.
Davis takes the snap, hands the Klein. He's got a hole, and he's going to get to the sideline, crosses the 40, out to about the 44. So a good, solid 7-yard run on 1st down.
So he's got very, very impressive vision for a back.
He really does.
Yeah.
A lot of times it looks like there's nothing there, and he turns it into 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yeah, and he uses his blockers well. And kudos to the blocking downfield because he don't spring that right there without a wide receiver blocking that down for him. So he can pop it back out. That's a really good job.
1:17 and ticking in the 3rd quarter. Spartans trailing 16-3. Trying to get something going offensively. Davis in the shotgun finds Ormsby on the screen. Gets a good block out there. He tries to make a man miss. He's going to reverse field now. Is this the big play we've been looking for? Ormsby has blockers in front of him. He crosses the 50 down to the 40, 35, and he's run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. There is a flag, though.
2 flags. Good golly.
That's the thing you worry about when a play takes that long. When you reverse field, you a lot of times have somebody out of position, get a penalty.
And then the play's over, and we shove somebody down all the way at the 15-yard line.
So it could have been the big play Greenbrier East was looking for. Instead, looks like it's going to be coming back. The flag sits inside the 45. It'd be about a 13-yard gain from there. But it would have been much bigger. Let's sort this all out. A hold against the Spartans is the first flag, and a dead ball personal foul against the Spartans, and Eric, you can't have that when you're trying to get yourself back in the game.
Not at all. And the sad thing is, Cam, we saw it develop. We saw it happen. It's just.
Greenbrier East would have had the ball on about the 30-yard line, and now as they mark it off, they're back deep in their own territory.
How many yards of penalty is that on one play?
Yeah, that's huge. Ormsby was out of bounds at the 30, and actually they're going to back Greenbrier East up to their own 30. So it cost them about 40 yards in those two penalties.
That's crazy.
And it's going to bring about a second and about 14.
55 seconds left in the third, and we're knocking on the red zone.
Yeah, it's Greenbrier East has so many self-inflicted wounds today. Not the team that we've seen most of this season. They haven't done those type of things.
Absolutely not. That's the crazy thing.
What do we get here? Whistles blow. He ran all the way out there and then said, never mind, I believe. So it's going to be first down because the carry was enough for the first down. So then they mark off the two penalties from there. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they marked the penalty off from the first penalty. And then they, of course, added on the personal foul.
So it is first down for Greenbrier East. Ball's at the 30-yard line. Davis back to pass, steps up, looking for room to run. He has some room. He's got the first down and more as he approaches midfield. Gets out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. So a gain of 11 from Monquel Davis. And just like that, Spartans move the chain again.
I'll tell you.
You just feel like it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But every time we thought that, something negative goes against them.
You're right. And most of that negative is self-inflicted. It's such a momentum killer, a drive killer, and you can't put points on the board that way.
Davis in the shotgun, Klein behind him. Turn, give to Klein. He's got a hole on the left side, breaks across midfield, and a good job there by Jeremiah Jackson to bring him down and not allow him any more. It looked like he could have had even more on that run, but as it is, he gains about 8.
Yeah, we're winning up front right now. We're absolutely whipping them up front.
Absolutely. I think you're wearing them down a bit. As Klein gets the handoff, he has the first down, approaches the 40, gets inside the 40, about the 38. Gain of another 7 yards, and that puts Ian Klein over the 100-yard mark. He's up to 104 now on 15 carries.
Good job for him. He's ran hard tonight. He really has.
11 seconds to go here in the quarter. See if the Greenbrier East can get off another play before the end of the third as they hurry to the line. Davis takes the snap, gives to Klein, and he's met in the backfield. They knew that one was coming, and they were ready for it. No gain.
They brought the house on that one, Cam. They have 5 down linemen, brought both backers. They knew what we were doing.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. At the end of the third, Oak Hill 16, Greenbrier East 3, but the Spartans continue to hang around. They have the ball in Red Devil territory now. Let's see if they can make something of it as you're watching Spartan football on the Greenbrier Valley channel. Spartans trail at 16-3, but as poorly as things have gone for the Spartans, Eric, we were just talking during the break, you still feel like they're in this game and really have a chance.
They are. They still are. But it's go time. It's fourth quarter. 12 minutes left. They got to find some get up and go right here.
You need a score here for sure. Davis out of the shotgun, fakes the Klein, now looking for someone to throw to. He's got a man. Ball's caught. Short gain, but the pass was complete to Craig Barnhouse.
That was a good catch in coverage. Well thrown ball. Monquill did throw it. The only person who catch it's him. So
Barnhouse gained 4. We do have a flag down. An eligible man. One thing after another for Greenbrier East.
Any idea how many penalty yards we got for tonight?
I don't.
No problem.
I'm not keeping that stat.
It's probably a good thing, Ken.
It is. Not one we want to look at. So that's going. Penalty was declined as Oak Hill's going to take the play and put Greenbrier East in a third down situation.
No. That's crazy.
I saw the officials over there talking to head coach David Moneypenny, and I guess he decides 3rd and 8 is better than 2nd and long. Davis takes the snap, drops back. He's being pressured, rolls out left, directing traffic. He's going to throw it downfield. Pass is intercepted. Oak Hill bringing this one back. They might come all the way. As he crosses midfield, he's going to be down there, but a huge interception. Trying to see who that was. Number 44, Jeremiah March for Oak Hill.
Take him. This is not the same team we've seen through the previous weeks at all.
No, it's really not. Second interception there. And Oak Hill now with 11-13 can really eat this clock with a 16-3 lead.
Yeah, especially with their offense. Run, right?
Yeah, Davis was being pressured there. It looked like he was going to get out of it. He was directing traffic downfield, but he was hit a little bit as he was throwing. I think that kind of made the pass sail off the mark a little bit and ended in the interception. So Oak Hill going to start at the Greenbrier East 45. I'm sure they're going to be content to run it here as the handoff goes to Farrow, and he's going to lose about 6 yards there.
Good job defense. I mean, for the most part, they've done a really good job tonight as far as containing the speed and the misdirection that they put us through.
So 2nd and 17. Ball now on the Oak Hill 48. Main thing you're watching here, if you're a Spartan fan, is that clock. It's at 2:40 and ticking. Fake handoff to Farrow, rolling left again. He's going to throw downfield, and it passes nobody there. And that was an interesting decision, and that stops the clock now with 10:27.
Yeah, I mean,
3rd and long.
Just keep hanging in there. Let us hang in.
Yeah, Oak Hill with a really big chance there to really eat some clock, and so far in this drive they haven't. And let's see what they do here on 3rd down as Jacob Ward gets the call from the sideline and brings in the play. Third and 17. Ball at the Greenbrier East. The Oak Hill 48-yard line. Fumble snap. Quarterback picks it up, but he's going to be dropped in the backfield. He loses about 8 yards. Jacob Ward does. And Greenbrier East defense is going to hold there and force Oak Hill to bring on its punt team. We said it all game, Eric. They're continuing to let him hang around. Greenbrier just needs to find that big play somewhere.
Yep, they do. We're due. My goodness, we're due. I know we feel like we said that 5 or 6 times tonight, right?
Maybe here on the punt returns where we get it.
No penalties.
McAllister back at about the 25. And Ethan Vargo Thomas on the punt for Oak Hill. They didn't have enough men on the field. Going to run somebody on
They're
late.
going to get a penalty here.
And Oak Hill's going to use a timeout instead of getting a penalty. I don't really understand that, Eric. It's 4th and forever anyway. But
no, I don't understand that either. You're punting no matter what.
Right. 9:37, they'll stop the clock there. And we've said it time and time again, Greenbrier just needs to bust a big one. If you look statistically, Greenbrier has been almost even, but Oak Hill just has those big plays and the self-inflicted wounds for Greenbrier East.
I'll tell you, you look at last year's game against Oak Hill, stats were very, very similar. Scores, a one-score game, you know. It's the teams match up well. It's just I still feel like Greenbrier East is a better team.
Yeah, I really do too. And that's, I mean, no offense to Oak Hill, give them tons of credit for the way
Absolutely.
they've come out and played today. They're 2-4, and they haven't played like a 2-4 football team. And I know people listening are going to say, you know, you guys are the Greenbrier East broadcasters, you're the homers, but I feel the same way. Truthfully, it seems like Greenbrier East is the better overall team, but just not having a good game.
Yeah, it comes down to execution. Oak Hill's executed better.
Punt is away. It's high. Backs McAllister up to about the 23. He'll field it there. Cuts back to the middle of the field. He's got a big hole. He's up to the 40, the 50. He's got one man to beat. It's a punter down the sideline, and the punter makes a big hit on McAllister, knocks him out of bounds at about the 33. But Greenbrier East has good field position again. And Eric, normally you don't see a punter make a play like that, but normally your punter isn't Ethan Vargo Thomas, who's one of the top playmakers for Oak Hill.
You're right.
All over the field.
About 7 out of 10 teams we play in the regular season slate is you got a punter back there, not your number 2 running back, right?
Right. And Vargo Thomas laid the hammer down there, but Greenbrier East set up in good shot. 33-yard line, 9:22 to go. If you're the Spartans, you not only need to score, you need to do it fairly quickly here. As Monquel Davis goes in the shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Davis takes the snap, runs right up the middle. And a good solid gain there on first down. He's going to get about 6. It's 2nd and 4 as the clock now ticks inside 9 minutes. Greenbrier East needs to play with a little bit of sense of urgency here as it needs 2 scores in less than 9 minutes. Monquel Davis brings the play to the huddle. Play clock down to 10 now as the Spartans break the huddle. Play clock at 5. This isn't the time of the game and score where you usually see it go down this deep, as Davis didn't get it off. Going to be a delay of game. That's just hard to believe.
No, false start.
Oh.
False start.
Well, the guy probably moved because he knew where the play clock was.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Same result either way, right?
The play clock had been on 0 for a couple of seconds. There's been a couple times that the officials haven't caught it.
Yeah.
But they'll back up 5 yards now. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And more importantly, the clock now under 8.5 minutes to go. Davis takes it, fakes the run. Now he's going to roll right, looking for somewhere to throw. And he throws it into the ground, incomplete.
This is incomplete. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down here, can we? We really need to get the first down here, get inside the 20. Or at the 20 at least, real close, right?
Absolutely. Need the 23 for the first down. You don't have to get it all in one play here for Greenbrier East. You know you're going for it on 4th. Get yourself in a manageable position. 8:19 to go in a stop clock. Empty backfield. Davis takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's pressured. He's going to find a room down the sideline. He's got the first down.
Nice job.
Big run from Monquel Davis.
That's just him being an athlete.
He needed 9 yards. He got 10.
22-yard line and a Spartan first down.
And wait a second, officials aren't sure about it. They're going to call out the chains.
From where we're sitting, he ran past the sticks.
Again, they moved the chains about a foot to figure it out. And it is a first down.
First down.
I'll be daggone.
You have to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. Now they're going to have to bring the chains out to the middle of the field again. Nope, they said never mind.
Yeah.
We're good.
We can eyeball it.
Ball on the 22. Clock at 8:12. Greenbrier's trailing Oak Hill 16-3. Let's at least punch one in and make things interesting and create a little drama down the stretch.
Hey, absolutely, right?
Davis takes the snap, looking to run again. He's swung by the jersey, tries to keep his balance. He's going to reverse field. Needs to get rid of it because he's dropped, loses about 3. Back to the 25.
Davis sacked for a 2-yard loss. Second down.
It's 2nd and 13. And Monquell's a designed run. He tried to reverse field. The defender was hanging on his jersey, nearly lost his balance. But once he caught his balance, would have been good time to just throw it away. He's unable to do that. Has to take the loss. And the clock now down inside 7.5 minutes. Pressure coming right up the middle from Oak Hill. And Davis is met and dropped.
I'll tell you, we haven't seen Ian Klein the last 2 drives, have we?
We really haven't.
Yeah.
And Greenbrier East going to take a timeout.
4-yard loss. Timeout. Greenbrier East.
We'll take a timeout with them. 7:19 to go in the final quarter. Oak Hill leading Greenbrier 16-3. You're watching Spartan football on the Greenbrier Valley channel. As possible. Give it right up the middle again. No gain this time for Lewis.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10. Clock now 6:09 and ticking. 5 seconds on the play clock. Oak Hill going to let it run all the way down. As the give up the middle to Lewis. Lewis gains about a yard. That's it.
I tell you, defense again does their job, right? I mean,
absolutely. Yeah, like you said, Eric, aside from a couple of big plays, they've really done well. And they adjusted well after Oak Hill was running the ball at will first few plays of the game. But the offense has moved it. Just can't push it in. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I think your former head coach made the comment that you don't get points for moving the ball between the 20s.
You don't, and that's just the tale today, right?
It is for sure.
Oh,
fake
goodness.
pitch, handoff to Farrow. He gets down the sideline. He'll have a first down and more.
Well, we get that stop right there. If it would have happened, we still get the ball with over 5 minutes left.
Exactly.
You know?
Instead, it's a 17-yard gain, and Farrow now up to 90 yards on 19 carries, which is a tribute to the Spartan defense when you consider he had 49 on 3 carries.
In 1 minute.
Exactly.
Bam, bam, bam.
Clock now inside 5 minutes. And time is running out on Greenbrier East. Handoff up the middle. Greenbrier East defense there once again. As Omar Lewis actually loses a yard.
So just watching as the game's played out, he's their 1, 2, 3 yard guy, and then the other two wings are their big break guys, right?
It looks like it for sure. Oak Hill coming back to the line. Content to let that clock tick. We're now getting close to 4 minutes. Ethan Vargo Thomas that time. He gains about 5.
That was another one of the double handoffs. It just kind of blows my mind that how much they do in that backfield.
Vargo Thomas now up to 72 yards on 8 carries.
Got Elias White came into the game just now, Cam. That's his first action tonight. Safety.
3:28 and ticking. 6 seconds on the play clock as Oak Hill faces a 3rd and 5. Pitch to Vargo Thomas out wide right. He's going to try to stretch it out. A couple tackles missed there. He's inside the 30 and now gets down to about the 27. Gain of about 10 there for Vargo Thomas. And he's knocking on the door of 100 yards now as he's got 82 yards on 9 carries.
I tell you, it feels like we've said his name more than 9 times.
It sure does. Well, he's also the punter and
Yeah.
does a couple other things.
Yep.
The kicker, he made a field goal earlier in the game.
You're right.
The 1st and 10, ball at the 27. Clock inside of 3 minutes now. Handoff up the middle, Omar Lewis gains about 2.
Lewis on the carry.
And overall, just been a frustrating night for Greenbrier East.
It sure has, but I mean, kudos to Oak Hill too. They've stuck to their game plan, done what they're supposed to do.
And kudos to the Oak Hill defense. Greenbrier East shot itself in the foot several times, as we said, but the Spartans have been down there in the red zone time after time, and the Oak Hill defense finds a way to turn them away.
Yeah, what's the words you're looking for? They bend but don't break, right?
Exactly. And as we said, East has helped them a little bit, but give Oak Hill defense credit. It's Farrow rushes down at the outside, and he's going to score. Takes it into the end zone from 25 yards away, and that'll add insult to injury as Oak Hill tacks one on here with 2:01 to go.
I tell you, we've talked about it all night. Once those guys get to the 2nd, 3rd level, it's just going to be so hard to bring them down. Just their overall speed and agility to move, and they're just hard to tackle.
So Leonard Farrow from 25 yards out with 2:01 makes it 22-3, and Oak Hill lining up for the extra point as Ethan Vargo Thomas will try again.
I tell you, this has been a bright spot for us tonight. We blocked 2
That's true.
kicks. One being a field goal and one being an extra point.
This one is up and good.
The extra point is good.
And that's going to make it 23-3 with 2:01 remaining. Greenbrier East is about to fall to 4-2. Oak Hill will improve to 3-4. Spartans will be on the road the next 2 weeks at Ripley and at Hampshire.
I think both are winnable games, correct?
Yeah, I think they are for sure. And this one's one that could cost you when you talk about the playoff picture. I think this Oak Hill game, when I look at it, obviously it was a strange year last year with COVID and some games canceled.
Definitely.
But losing on the road at Oak Hill, I think, is ultimately what kept Greenbrier East out of the playoffs a year ago. Had a chance to win that game.
It's just a tough pill to swallow. It really is.
Yeah, it really is. Because especially, Eric, when you say, like we've said all game long, you really feel like we're the better team in a lot of ways tonight. That you just time and time again made the critical mistake and couldn't get it done.
It hurts. You know what I mean? It hurts the team. I mean, penalties kill you. And it just seemed like they came at the worst possible time.
Yeah, and we've seen this team play a lot this year. This is not the Greenbrier East football team we're used to. They're a much better team than we've seen tonight. But sometimes you have those nights, and I think the key for Greenbrier East moving forward is how do you respond to this? McAllister, the big return, he's out across the 30 and gets down close to the 40. As he's done that well tonight.
He has. He absolutely has. He's done it all well all year. You know,
he really has.
He's made plays, and he's been a bright spot.
And the strange thing for Greenbrier East now, Eric, we talked about playoffs earlier, is you need every bonus point you get. So if you're a Spartan fan, you're going to find yourself rooting for Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah. Talk about those hard pills to swallow.
Exactly.
That's a big one. That's a definite big one.
Well, 1st and 10 now for the 37. It's all over, but the final statistics is Greenbrier East trails 23-3. But you don't want to see the Spartans throw in the towel. Keep it going here on offense, see what you can get done.
Right.
Davis from the shotgun drops back. He's pressured from the outside, gets off the screen to Klein and just can't handle it. Klein had some room to run. That's kind of the story of the game, Eric. It's been right there, but just can't get it done.
It's right out of the grasp, right? I tell you, it just seems like our playmaker just couldn't get the cleats in the ground and make the traction tonight.
Yeah, Ian Klein, 104 yards rushing on 16 carries, but I haven't seen much of him here down the stretch. Shotgun to Davis. He's pressured again. He's been pressured all night long. He's going to be hit and dropped.
Tell you, it seems like he's been running a lot tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And then that's not taking a dig at the offensive line. That's just I think they're pretty good up front on defense, and it's just been a tough night all around.
You saw Greenbrier East try to run that screen a minute ago. That's the answer when you're getting pressure like that, but just couldn't quite get it. Clock down to 1:12 now as Davis takes the snap. Running again, and he completes this one.
Let's go, get up on it.
Pass complete to Craig Barnhouse. He's had a good night.
46-yard line. Fourth down.
Gain of about 10. It's going to be 4th and about 1. The clock is inside a minute, 46 seconds and counting. Davis hands to Klein. Klein runs across the 50 into Oak Hill territory down to about the 46.
Klein on the carry. To the Oak Hill 46-yard line.
Give him 7 there. Up to 111 yards rushing, so a good night from Klein. Didn't play the first quarter, but again, all those yards coming between the 20s basically. 20 seconds on the clock as Davis drops back for the screen, gets it to Klein, looking for a block. He gets one out in front of him, makes a man miss. He's dancing around out there, and he's going to dance around back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And I think that's going to do it. It will. Your final score, Oak Hill 23, Greenbrier East 3. We'll be back to wrap it up from Spartan Stadium. You're watching Greenbrier East football on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Wrapping things up here at Spartan Stadium in Fairleigh, your final score was Oak Hill 23, Greenbrier East 3. And Eric, the Red Devils started fast as they got a 22-yard field goal from Ethan Vargo Thomas to start the scoring with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Then 3 minutes later, 2:47 to go, they added their first touchdown of the game on a pass from Jacob Ward to Braxton Fall. 37-yarder on that pass, and Oak Hill found themselves in front 10-0. Then just a couple minutes to go before halftime, on a fourth down play, Ethan Vargo Thomas took a run up the middle and broke 47 yards to the touchdown to make it 16-0. Greenbrier East got its only points of the game on the ensuing drive, 50 seconds left in the second quarter, as Noah Dotson connected on a 34-yard field goal. And then after a scoreless third quarter that saw Greenbrier East miss a couple opportunities to get back into the game, Oak Hill put it on ice with a Leonard Farrow 25-yard touchdown run with 2:01 to go. And that did it for the scoring as the Red Devils win 23-3 to improve to 3-4 on the season. And Eric, all game long, we really felt like Greenbrier East was going to get back in it, but they just could never find the answer. And credit Oak Hill as they made the plays when they needed them.
Yeah, you got to credit them. I mean, like you said, they made the plays they needed them, and they also caught us in our vulnerable points and took advantage of it, right?
Absolutely.
So it looked like we fought the flags all night, just in crucial moments, just absolutely just backed us. The one we were almost in the red zone on our end, and then backs us all the way the opposite on the other end, you know?
Yeah, the story of the game, no doubt about it, is Greenbrier East had the ball in the red zone 4 times, came away with 3 points on those 4 trips, and you can't beat good football teams when you do that, and Oak Hill came ready to play and took advantage of it. If you look at the individual statistics for Oak Hill, they completed just 2 of 4 passes, only threw the ball 4 times, completed half of them for 45 yards. Quarterback Jacob Ward. On the ground, 90 yards rushing on 19 carries from Leonard Farrow, and 82 yards rushing on 9 carries from Ethan Vargo Thomas, who did a little bit of everything today, punting, kicking the field goals, making some plays on both sides of the football. For Greenbrier East individually, the big night came from Ian Klein, as he didn't even play the first quarter but ends up carrying the ball 17 times for 111 yards. Monquel Davis carried it 12 times for 24 yards. He was running for his life most of the football game. And Jarrett McHale, who played most of the opening quarter at running back, carried it 10 times for 33 yards. The passing game, nothing big for Spartans. Haven't had a chance to total it up yet. They completed a few passes. They completed 9 passes, but none of them were really for very big yardage, and turned away in the red zone time after time, and that's really the story of the game.
It is. I mean, we just couldn't get the ball in the end zone. Tough night.
So Greenbrier East now falls to 4-2. Next week they'll be at Ripley, then at Hampshire the following week. The next time Greenbrier East will be back home at Spartan Stadium is October 29th against Princeton, and the Spartans will be fighting for their playoff lives. They need as many wins as they can and need some help from other teams that they've beaten so far. So it's going to be an interesting final few weeks of the season. But I think that the Greenbrier East team will see the rest of the way will be the one, hopefully, that we've seen most of the year, and not the one we saw tonight, because this was really uncharacteristic of this team.
It was. I mean, it's not the same team we've seen in the previous weeks. And if they just come do their job, hopefully they can get in the playoffs and maybe make some noise.
All right, that's going to do it here. Final score, Oak Hill 23, Greenbrier East 3. Thank you for watching Spartan Football on the Greenbrier Valley channel. For Eric Workman, I'm Cam Huffman saying good night from Fair.